Global diplomacy has traditionally operated through the slow, deliberate work conducted inside these stone buildings. Currently, geopolitical friction is rising from the Middle East to Eastern Europe. Militaries are repositioning and borders are tightening, forcing governments to assess threats in real time. The standard response to these crises involves heads of state flying to international summits for days of cautious, heavily scripted negotiation. Because the system requires broad consensus, it moves slowly. When events move faster than the bureaucracy, it leaves an empty space on the world stage where a rapid response is expected. Modern digital tools provide a way to bypass that delay. A smartphone allows a single actor to communicate without waiting for a committee vote. Donald Trump uses this tool to exploit the friction of traditional statecraft. He uses short, direct digital bursts to step directly into the diplomatic vacuum. The mechanics are simple. A post is published in a fraction of a second. It bypasses the State Department, legal reviews, and the traditional process of shaping a narrative before it reaches the public. Before officials can open their briefing binders, the message is already circulating, setting off a chain reaction that the existing system is not equipped to stop. Within seconds, algorithms boost the message to the top of social feeds. Global newsrooms are forced to interrupt their programming to broadcast the text live, bypassing the traditional role of press secretaries. As seconds turn into minutes, the words move from television screens into institutional trading terminals. This chart tracks market volatility. At the exact minute the post is published, the line spikes vertically as trading algorithms react. Below, volume bars confirm the massive scale. Billions shift borders, reacting to a digital catalyst, not an economic report. On exchange floors, human traders are left to manage the disruption caused by machines reacting to the signal in milliseconds. The message functions as a financial tool, restructuring wealth before diplomats have the chance to draft an initial response. Hours later, the ripple effect reaches physical borders. Embassies issue security alerts, and military commanders are forced to reevaluate their immediate posture in active conflict zones. In Washington and across allied capitals, administrations have to set aside their planned agendas to address the fallout of the post. This creates an environment where governments find themselves reacting to a social media feed rather than a formal state treaty. This method of unilateral communication creates two very different interpretations of power. Supporters view the ability to move markets and command the attention of foreign adversaries as a projection of modern strength. Critics argue that substituting formal diplomacy with digital shocks is a reckless form of political theater. Regardless of the interpretation, the mechanism creates an immediate global reaction that traditional statecraft is forced to acknowledge. This pattern of behavior has established a high-speed channel that operates alongside and often faster than traditional diplomacy. It uses the rules of attention economics. By capturing the global spotlight instantly, the sender forces allies and adversaries to operate within a framework they didn't create. In this environment, influence is not only measured by military hardware or economic output, but by the ability to command the global conversation at will. When the signal is sent, governments and institutions are compelled to prioritize their response to it. The old rules of diplomatic engagement have been disrupted, creating a landscape where instantaneous digital influence carries immediate geopolitical weight.